Pennywise with the yellow lantern ring. A person's first thought is
On paper, this sounds really good until you realize one thing. The yellow lantern ring does not need the person to either feel fear or feed on fear itself, rather, how much fear they can inflict on others. And Pennywise's ability to inflict fear into others is a little iffy. I mean, to be fair, he literally gets his ass kicked and scared the shit out of by fucking teenagers slash adults. So again, it's a little iffy on when he can use that shit. But let's talk about it. There may not be a lot of things I know about, but when it comes to lantern rings, I'm kind of an expert. So, here's the thing that you need to know about the yellow lanterns, specifically because this is a lantern core that I'm most aligned with. Now, this core is all about how much fear you can inflict on other people, how much fear you inflict through your actions, and how much fear you can instill into other people. It's self-explanatory. But the reason why I say that Pennywise is a little iffy is because, again, this is the same dude that lost to a bunch of fucking teenagers. And even in some cases, middle schoolers. You want to sit there and tell me that he deserves to be a yellow fucking lantern when he gets his ass kicked by kids that aren't afraid of him? Okay. No. If you're not afraid of him, he has no control. Same thing with any other yellow lantern, but the only difference is the ring needs fear. If you cannot provide the right amount of fear for that ring to feed off of, it just finds another host. That's it. Because if you cannot sustain it, because picture a lantern ring like a symbiote, right? It needs a host to survive. It needs a host to give it that emotion that it craves. That's the reason why Green Lantern rings choose their host with the strongest willpower, why Yellow Lantern rings go for people that instill the most amount of fear they can into people. Pennywise can do that, but the one caveat is he gets cocky. He plays with his food too much. And because he plays with his food too much, the food starts fighting back. The food gets wise. The food stops being the victim and instead starts being the one inflicting the fear instead of running away from it. So this has been your crash course on why Pennywise probably would not be a yellow lantern, because his fear infliction is not consistent. And that's the big thing here. Your fear factor of how much fear you can instill into others to be a yellow lantern has to be fucking consistent. It has to be something that you can just naturally do. Pennywise can inflict fear. He can. However, it's iffy on if his target is afraid in that moment, because even the books and the movies and the show have shown that yes, they can feel fear to their utmost maximum limit. But then they start getting ideas of how to fight back against him. And that's something the Yellow Lanterns don't like, when you start to fight back. So when Pennywise starts getting afraid, the ring cannot stick around with that kind of host. Someone who can't consistently make people afraid of it. It just can't do that. Like at all. It needs to be a constant thing that you can do, or a constant thing that you can instill in order for that ring to always be satiated. Basically, the ring itself is going to act like a miniature version of him. Something that needs that sustenance, that fear. Also, Pennywise doesn't really need to feed on fear as much as it just makes his meals taste better. It's like putting ketchup on your fries, right? It just gives it a little extra kick so that you enjoy it a little bit more. Or putting hot sauce and eggs in your ramen. Same principle, same concept, different thing. So, again, if he uses fear as a source of seasoning and then gets cocky and plays with his food, that's on him, and that's why the ring would not choose him. The ring goes for 3 different kinds of people. People that instill fear, or people that are loyal to Sinestro and pledge their loyalty to him, or people that let fear control them. The people that let fear control them are the ones that always are the bitch to the ring, and those are the ones the ring finds the most tasty. Pennywise would not be the bitch to Sinestro or the ring, because he's independent. He does what he does because he likes it. No other reason. Therefore, he would not kneel to Sinestro, the same way every other Yellow Lantern does. That's it. Good night.